Hello and welcome to today's Pilates class. So we're going to make sure that we've got everything set up. We're going to just take a moment to check how we feel in our body, noticing if there are any aches and pains or any tightness that we have to be aware of, just to be considerate of ourselves when we practice. So coming to stand on your mat or on the floor, take a lovely breath in and breathe out. We're going to breathe in and we're going to breathe out. We're going to do one more, taking that nice breath in to set our intentions to practice, and breathe out. So finding our standing center position, just think about rocking forwards and backwards. Rocking forwards and backwards, coming to a point where you feel that you're resting evenly on the mat or on the floor, maybe going side to side, and then coming back to center. Relaxing the toes, relaxing the heels, maybe imagining that those arches are lifted just the tiniest bit. Focusing on your knees, so let's bend and straighten our knees. And again, thinking about that point where they're straight, but we're not snapping our knees back. So there's a little bit of softness through the knees. We're lengthening through the thighs. We're coming onto our pelvis as if it's that bucket. We're going to rock the bucket forwards and backwards, forwards and back. Just having that little rock, coming to rest halfway in that neutral position, and then thinking about our upper spine as that other half of that circular dome, trying to stack our rib cage and our thoracic spine on top of our pelvis. So if I look down, my breastbone and my belly button are aligned, got that gentle neutral spine, knees are soft and not locked, and my feet are hip width apart. Coming onto my collarbones now, I'd like to focus that they're open, feeling as if I've got weights on the base of my shoulder blades and my head floats up tall. And then I really want to invite you just to soften. So some of you will notice that even as you're trying to stand tall, there's tension. We're tensing, we're gripping our stomachs, we're gripping our bottoms. Maybe there's tension up through the neck. So just focus on softening into that position, coming into your breath as you do that. Can you notice where you're holding your breath in your body? Do you notice that it's in your upper part of your chest? Can you feel that breath going down towards your stomach? Can you notice if it's allowing those ribs to expand? And allowing it to expand, we call it 360. So our lungs go all the way around our body. Just see if everything can expand. Breathing in and breathing out. And why is this important? Well, breathing from the right part of our body really actually helps engage our core muscles. It helps the function of our pelvic floor. It helps the function of our core. So we're just going to do a little bit of practice about breathing and standing before we come into stretching. Maybe even resting your hands gently on your stomach, closing your eyes if it helps. Seeing if you can take that breath down into the ribs, down into the stomach. Noticing if you can maybe put a hand on your back, kind of around this area. Seeing if you can encourage that front to back expansion. Imagine you're stretching from the inside, but very softly. Moving your hands around to all parts of the ribs. Noticing if you can feel that breath. Just doing one more. Perfect. So from here, still in neutral spine. If you can, please join in with engaging those deep core muscles. If it's just too much, as you practice, just bring this in a little bit more. So taking that breath in, as you breathe out, that gentle 10 to 20% contraction of those deeper core muscles. Seeing if you can keep that engaged. As you turn the head to the side, you're going to look down and round. I'm going to come back up. We're going to look down and round again. Really thinking about how it feels today. How does that feel in your neck? Are you noticing a difference side to side? You noticing if you feel that you carry tension on one side of your body more than another? And last one, just gently coming back to that core muscle to be engaged. And back to the other side. Coming back to center, just follow my arms, taking that gentle breath in. As we breathe out, engage the core, allow the arms to come up. Breathing in, just circle back down and round. Really nice shoulder openings. Breathing out and in, out and in. Opening up that chest, really loosening through those shoulder joints. Imagine you're taking a beach ball up over your head. And then one more. Just some overhead reach exercises. And from there, just side bending, breathe in and breathe out. And if you feel comfortable, increase that stretch with your upper arm, reaching over the top of your head. Knowing that your flexibility may be different to mine, and that's okay. Just tune into that first point of stretch. Sending that breath to the ribs and where you feel is tight. Coming back to center, breathing in, and as we breathe out, just again side bending, reaching across. Just knowing, depending on what time of day you practice, you may feel a little bit different. And then from here, we're going to clasp our hands in front. We're going to push away, gently pushing away. Drop that head onto your chest. Just feel the weight of your head relax. That stretch around the back of your shoulder blades. Again, breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And the next breath in, we're going to just stretch up to the ceiling. Really stretching that extra little bit, maybe wiggling those ribs if you feel that you can. And then come back down. We're going to cycle that once more. We're going to breathe in, we're going to breathe out, we're going to push away. All of this is about getting that upper body stretching out. Breathing in, and then breathing out, and just flowing down, allowing yourself to rest. Coming into our roll down. So focusing on equal weight, trying to make sure we're not going to change our weight forwards and back. We're going to breathe in to engage. As we breathe out, our chin is going to gently go onto our chest. Imagine my fingertips walking down your spine. Keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed, the head heavy. Just rolling down as far as your body naturally goes and feels comfortable. Breathing in, tuck that tailbone under. Really imagine you're stacking up bone by bone. Feeling the point where the shoulder blades drop down, those shoulders drop down, that head floats up tall. Think about length through your system, and then we're going to breathe in, engage that core muscle as you breathe out, and off we go again, trying to keep that core gently engaged if you can. Just really relaxing through that body, maybe a slight softness in the knee. Not worrying about how far you go, but just know that you're listening to your body, breathing in, tucking that tailbone under. Feel those shoulders drop back and down and head comes up tall. And last one, breathing in. As you breathe out, engage that centre muscle, breathing out, rolling down. I tend to do a little kind of circular, really relaxed motion with my arms, just to help them really relax. Rolling down, bone by bone. Maybe hanging here for a couple of seconds. As long as you don't feel dizzy, breathing in, engaging that centre as you breathe out. And just stacking back up, feeling that length through your spine, coming up tall. From here, we're going to just place our hands in the small of our back. We're going to focus on lifting those ribs to expand the chest. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, lift those ribs up as if you're shining your chest towards the ceiling. Breathing in, feel those ribs restack one on top of the other. We're going to do that again, breathing in. Engaging that centre as we're breathing out. Let's lift through that spine and those ribs. And then breathing in and just restack. I love that stretch. Really helps to expand the chest. So drop the shoulders down. We're going to focus on warming up our legs a little bit. So first position is one foot in front of the other. And this is just level 1. Level 2, if you feel comfortable, take the back leg back a bit more. Just drop down, so this tiny little bend in the knee as if you're sinking down to the floor, if you're dropping down through a tube. So this is coming into a lunge position. Just warming up the legs as we come into the next arm movement. So as I said, foot flat, or coming back into this little bit of a lunge if it feels okay in your knees. Going to go into toy soldier arms. So just counting down from 10, 9, 8. See how still you can be. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making sure we're stacked on top of each other as we do that. Straighten up, give that leg a bit of a shake. So if that felt achievable, you can come into a little bit more of a challenge. If it felt too much, just come back into this standing position. If it felt okay, take that lunge a little bit lower as if you're dropping down into a tube. And again, we're going to do 10 more. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. I'm going to change sides, so please listen to your body again. Level 1, one foot kind of in line with the other. Level 2, we're only going to go the tiniest dip for those of us who are coming into a lunge on the first repeat. We're going to do a little softening. Different movement, we're going to do arm openings. So from the front, it looks like this. So side on, breathing in and out, lengthen through the head and the neck, make sure that we're aligned. So we're going to go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, gentle through the head and neck, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a shake, check in. Do you need to come to that slightly more achievable level? Does it feel okay? Do you think you can drop down that little bit further for the last repeat? Make sure you're aligned, core engaged, and off we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Come up into standing. Give those legs a little bit of a shake. shaking them off from there. Warming up the ankles just for a second, coming up into your tiptoes, bending the knees, lowering your heels and lengthening up into your tiptoes, bend the knees, lower your heels and lengthen. Gauging that inner core muscle as you feel you can. And then one more. Perfect. Give that ankle a shake. Give the other ankle a shake. Let's put in a couple of stretches in standing. So coming slightly wider than hip width apart, we're going to stretch our groin today. Taking a breath in as we breathe out. Gently side lunge. Make sure that everything's stacked on top of each other. We should feel a gentle pull in our groin. The stretch should be maybe 3 out of 10 in intensity, 4 out of 10. If it feels too much, bring your legs a little bit closer. If it feels quite easy for you, there's a gentle stretch, then you can always increase it. Keep breathing in and out. Hips are really important to open, especially if we're sitting a lot or doing any form of sport. Change sides. Before you come into the other side, just remember to check. Our body can be different. So you want to approach every stretch gently. Don't just kind of think that one side is going to be exactly the same. Breathing in and out. So this is just our groin stretch, opening up those hips. Good. Giving that a little bit of a wiggle today. Stretching out our quads. You may need to come off the mat to do this. So hold on if you need. So we're going to just gently grab our foot. Please hold on if you need. And we're going to stretch the front of our thigh, tucking the tailbone under. Depending on how many classes you've seen with me already, my right side can be a bit more difficult for me to pick up. My left side's a bit easier. And maybe you notice that on yourself, that there's this little difference right to left. And then relax that leg down. Hold on if you need. Just see this side. And then just get the balance. Ground yourself through the foot. Breathing in and out. Stretching our thighs again, helping our knees and helping our hips. Making sure the stretch is gentle. And relax. So from here, we've finished some standing Pilates, our bit of our warm-up, getting the energy moving into our legs. We're now going to come onto the balance section. So coming on to our advanced balance practice for today, just know that you may want to try this on the mat, or if you're not sure, kind of just come off the mat to start off with. I'm going to just do this in standing front on, and I may go side on once we've got going. So coming on to one of your legs, I'm going to just do some running. So we're going to go down and we're going to grow tall. Breathing out and in. Get your breath work going. Just focusing on that breath. Coming up tall. Thinking about control of the knee. Got one more. If there's any knee pain, can you just go and do a different balance level, because I want it to feel really comfortable. We're going to go on to the other side. So just kind of breathing out. Breathing in, growing tall. A little bit of running and standing. And one more. Perfect. So I'll show you side on. We're going to do that round again. So feeling it through the legs. Growing tall. Good. And if, like me, you suddenly feel like you're losing your balance just for a second, just bring it back and relax. And then we're going to go to the other side. Again, grounding your mat into the floor. Sorry, I meant your foot, didn't I? Keep going. Squeeze through the bottom. Just drop down. Control of the knee. As if we're running. Good. And our last set. So, taking a moment. If you're feeling tired again, come onto the floor. And last one, and these squishy mats, I can really feel my foot digging in. Noticing which is your stronger side. Noticing which one may be a bit weaker. Depending on injuries or strength. 2 more reps. Growing tall, last one, really work with this. Fantastic. Give your legs a little bit of a shake and well done. So now that we've finished that in standing, we're going to come down and work onto the mat. So having come back down onto the mat from standing, we're going to start our practice. Today we're going to start on our hands and knees. So just move your head blocks out of your way, make sure that you've got enough room. So first of all, we're going to just use this as a little bit more of a warm up. So feet, knees, hip width apart, and just check that your hands are nice and soft, that you're using your whole of your hands, and just kind of move through the pelvis, thinking about doing some pelvic tilts. As you notice that you're grounding your feet into the mat, that your head's up tall, you're making sure that you feel comfortable where you are. Long through the head and neck, just engaging through those shoulder blades by gently pushing your hands into the mat, taking a breath in to engage your core. We're going to come into swimming or Superman as you call it, just with an arm lift. So just breathing out, lifting that arm up, breathing in. Keep that core gently engaged, 20%, breathing out, breathing in. If you struggle with the breath work, just breathe as normally. Really important to try not to hold your breath, to try not brace. That's one of the most important things. So warming up these arms, long through the head and neck. Imagine your arm is just gently being stretched away, only lifting as high as your neck feels comfortable. So you may notice that your arms don't go completely level with your shoulders. And that's absolutely fine. It's tuning into your body, your needs. I'm going to do one more on either side. And I know there can be pressure through the wrists and the hands, but that is actually okay. And then come back. If you do need, you can have a little stretch at this point. Relax the wrist and the hands. And then coming back into that kneeling position once again. Just checking that pelvis and that neutral spine. We're going to focus on the legs. So take that breath in, gently engage the center as you breathe out, and lengthen one of your legs away. As you breathe out, continue to lift as far as you can control, really watching that center part of your spine. Breathing in and lengthening and lowering. And again, just lengthening away, gently hovering, coming back down, long through the head and neck. Breathing out as we move away. Breathing continuously as we lift, breathing in as we lower. Noticing how much you may be rocking on your mat. I always find this exercise, you have to go slower than you think. And that allows you that moment for stillness. You should feel your core muscles engaging to stabilize your spine, the stiller that you are. It's much harder doing this exercise more slowly. And coming up to this advanced level, you may feel that this is a simple exercise, but the beauty of it is how still can you be. So keep checking that neck, long through the head and shoulders, noticing how still you can be as you change sides. One more. Good. And down. And stretch again if you need, wiggling those wrists and those hands. Coming up to the next level, all about stillness. All about stillness at an advanced level. So from here, find that center again. Breathe in, engage that center as we breathe out. Opposite arm and opposite leg, just lengthen for me, hold. Then what we're going to do is we're going to think about just bringing everything under our body, breathing out, lengthening away, feeling that maybe through the arms, trying to make sure that your back is still, so I'm not actually touching back down. Doing a little curl in and out. We'll do one more. So how still can you be? As you come back down again, how still can you be as you change? If you've let go of your core, just breathe in. As you breathe out, re-engage that center. Breathing out, just lengthen. Breathe in to hold. Breathe out. Breathe in to lengthen. Noticing if you feel more or less stable, depending on the side of your body. Keep going. Feeling those repeats, feeling it gently through the upper arm, working on your control. Good, and we've got one more. And then lengthen. Good. Come back to center. Have a nice stretch. Relax down. Give those wrists a bit of a wiggle. Moving side to side. So from here, we're going to come back down onto our back. We're going to take our head block. Feet, knees, hip width apart. We're going to stretch those shoulders. So find your center before we start. Nodding through the head, long and centered, ribs heavy, collarbones relaxed. Never rush this. Even if we're quite experienced, it's all about those moments of awareness that we can bring to our practice. So we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, engage our center, that gentle contraction. Breathing in, just float the arms up to hold. Breathing out, overhead reach. Breathing in. Breathing out. And in, just stretching up that upper body now. Two more. And then one more. Going to bring our arms down. We're going to check our feet position that we're comfortable. We're going to come into shoulder bridge. So breathing in to engage, breathing out, just tucking that tailbone under and just roll up bone by bone. Breathing in to hold, breathing out, lowering down bone by bone. Do that a couple of times, so breathing in, breathing out, core is engaged, just rolling up, being aware of where you're feeling that. Your legs should feel comfortable, your neck and your upper body should feel comfortable. And we're going to go again. So just rolling up into shoulder bridge. And this time we're going to stay. We're going to start off just with our arms across our chest. We're going to hold, still a little bit of a warm up. Just breathing in and out. We gently hold, seeing if we can engage our core. And then lower down. Again, any micro adjustments that you need to make, please do. Off we go again, cores engaged as we're kind of breathing out, coming up. Breathing in and out, we're just going to hold. And now our arms across our chest are going to give us a little bit more of a challenge. Want to see how still you can be on your pelvis. So arms will be across the chest and we'll have a go at an exercise and then we'll have a go with our arms down and then we'll repeat. So with your arms up, I'd like you to think about gently lifting one leg, coming back down, seeing how still you can be. Squeeze through your bottom, lift up, lift down. Bring your arms down. Notice the difference in your stability and your control. So I want you to pick arms down or arms across your chest. Find the level that's challenging your stability and your control, but you don't feel like you're straining. You should feel your glutes working, nice and comfortable. We're going to go into breath work as we go through this now that we've just practiced. We're going to breathe in to engage, we're going to breathe out to lift, we're going to breathe in as we come back down. Breathing out and in, out and in, noticing that your bottom is gently tightening. If at any point you need to rest, please do so. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Bringing your arms down if you want. Arms across your chest. Squeeze that bottom, rest as you need. And last round. Last round. Lower down bone by bone. Have a stretch. Circling the arms down. Having a stretch. Circle the arms down. Coming back into that neutral spine. Taking that moment to make sure you're comfortable again. Your center is still. We're going to do one more exercise in bridge, really working through those glutes. Going to breathe in to engage our core. As we're breathing out, we're rolling up. Breathing in to hold. We're going to do some pulses. So arms across your chest. I'm going to just lower my bottom down. I'm going to come back up. So breath work. I'm going to breathe in as we breathe out, core engage. Breathing in, squeeze back up. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, noticing that through your bottom very gently, or maybe a little bit stronger because we've done quite a lot already. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. We're going to do another 30 seconds. So just lifting up and down. See if you can be engaged with your core. Arms are across your chest. You're going to be as still as you can. Good. Keep going. Good. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. And relax down, bone by bone, and once again, have a bit of a stretch if you need. So from here, find your center. Taking that breath in to engage, we're going to come up into double tabletop. So we're going to breathe in and out. Breathing in, next breath out, just fold one leg up. Breathing in to deepen your center, breathing out. Allowing our hands to float up as we breathe in. Just going to hold, going to breathe out. Breathe in, doing some overhead reach. Breathing out, breathing in. Practicing just a little bit of endurance in our abdominals, feeling a gentle firing through our abdominals. Checking that those knees are over our hips. Got a good double tabletop alignment. Our spine is in neutral, so checking with those fingertips. You should only be able to get your knuckle under, nothing more than that. Got 2 more. Got 1 more. Now, if you feel that you can maintain your neutral spine, lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. So don't worry if your legs are not perfectly straight. Mine never are. So again, in this position, overhead reach. As still as you can be. Keep going, coming down a level if you need, resting at any point. And then 1. From here, float one leg down, then the other leg down. Rest before if you want, coming into abdo prep. So support the head and neck. I'm going to breathe in to engage. As we breathe out, just coming up, and we're going to hold. Elbows out to the side. Breathing in and out. Reaching up, making sure you feel that those ribs are coming down towards your stomach. Head and neck is relaxed. And we're going to lower down. And then if you feel okay, we're going to lengthen our legs again. We're going to breathe in. Engage our core as we're breathing out, and then lift at the same time. Reaching up, reaching up. Keep breathing, and then down. Okay, so just have a stretch. Come back to center. And we're going to go through that abdo prep sequence again. So coming into double tabletop with control, Breathing in, engage the core. As you breathe out, come up into abdo prep and hold. 10 seconds. Good. And then come back down. Lengthen one of your legs, lengthen the other leg. Breathe in again. Engage that core as we breathe out and lift. And just keep breathing, keep engaging that core. Lengthen those legs to the ceiling. It doesn't matter if they're not completely straight. And then lower down, flex, flex. Come back down. We're going to go through that sequence once more. So finding that center, breathing in to engage as we breathe out, float one leg up. Breathe in to deepen your center as we breathe out, float the other leg up. Breathing in, next breath out, come up into abdo prep, hold. Keep breathing. And then come back down. Just gently lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Be aware of your neutral spine. Breathing in as we breathe out. Come up into abdo prep. Reaching, keep reaching. And down, and down, and down. Well done. Have a bit of a stretch. So we're going to put that together now with some of our arm movements. If it's uncomfortable in any way, please come back and repeat this set of exercises. So from here, just be aware of your center again. Breathing in as you breathe out, engaging that core. Breathing in, coming up into double. So from here, we're going to add it with the overhead reach arms in abdo prep. So we're going to breathe in, float our arms out. As we breathe out, come up. Circling the arms. Long through the head and neck. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Peach underneath that chin. Core is engaged. 5 more. Good, keep going. Staying up in abdo prep if it's comfortable. Last one. Lower down. Hug your knees to your chest and relax. And then we're going to go up a level with the legs straight. But again, at any point, please stick to the level that you find is comfortable. Nothing should strain. So coming up into your double tabletop with the core engaged. Make sure you just gently lengthen one leg then the other. Breathing in, arms up. Next breath out, come up. 10, 9. Breathing out as your arms go back. Breathing in as we come back round. Keep going. 4. Keep going. 3. Keep reaching. 2. Well done. 1. Lower down. Float, float. Down, down. Stretch. Brilliant. Okay. Last round. So we're going to do that once more. Find that center. So once with our knees bent, once with our legs straight, as you feel comfortable. Breathing in to engage. Breathing out, float one leg up. Breathing in, deepen that center. Float that leg. Breathing in. Arms up, breathing out. Reaching up. Breathing out, breathing in. We're only going to do 5 this time. 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Lengthen one leg, lengthen the other. Stay centered. Breathe in, allow your arms to come up. As you breathe out, hover. Breathe in, breathe out. 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Well done, lower, down and down, and have a stretch. Well done. So from here, we're going to come up to lie towards our stomach. I'm going to correct my hair. So we're going to relax our head down onto the mat. We're going to just start very gently with our legs. I don't want to do this. So from here, we're going to come up onto line with our stomach. Just move your head block out of the way. And we're going to do a propped up plank. That's how I like to call it. There are loads of different names for this. We're going to make sure our hands are like a bit of a diamond. Now I'm higher than I should be. It's just because I'm looking at you. But can you see that my hands are kind of like this diamond shape? And actually I would like you to come right back down onto the mat once you've done that. So legs down, shoulders down, tuck that tailbone under. And from here, I'm going to just think about lifting up my stomach and lifting up the front of my hip bones off the mat. So I'm going to breathe in to engage, tuck that tailbone under, and as I breathe out, hover my abdominals and my hips off the mat, long through the head and neck. I'm going to just breathe in and breathe out. So it's like a modified plank. Breathe in and out. And next breath in, I'm just going to lower back down. And we're going to go again. So we're going to breathe in to engage. We're going to breathe out. We're just going to hover up. Modified plank. Breathing in and out. Tuck that tailbone under so my knees are down, my feet are down. Breathing in and out. And then lower back down. From here, I want to make sure that you're not doing a cobra. So just check that you aren't arching your back, that you're staying nice and straight. We'll go up a level, but just as always with these classes, you stick to the level that you feel that you can achieve. Tucking that tailbone under as you breathe in, breathing out, engaging that core, just gently hovering. We just come into some little heel kicks. So as you kick, trying to be aware of being nice and centered. That's it. Just hovering, maybe feeling a little bit of shoulder work. Breathing in and out. Keep going, trying to be as still as you can. Engage that core, long through the head and neck. And then legs down. And relax. And we're going to do that again. So breathing in to engage. As we breathe out, just coming up. Breathing in and out. Just gently through those lower abdominals. Not too challenging. Just holding that. Keep breathing. Tuck that tailbone under. Another 10 seconds. Rest if you need before. And then down and down. Give those arms a stretch. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Just stretching down. And from here, we're going to come into a couple of full-length planks. So just bring your arms in front of you. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. We're going to breathe in to engage. As we breathe out, just tuck your toes under, come into box. Breathe in to hold, breathe out, just drop down, just hold long through the head and neck. Breathing in and out. Next breath in, start to fold back, down, and stretch. We're going to go again. We're going to find our center, tuck those toes under, breathe in. As we breathe out, engage the core, come up into box. Breathe in to hold, breathe out, drop. Holding for 10. Engage that core. Breathing in, breathing out, just folding back, stretching out as you need. Last one, breathe in to engage. As you breathe out, come into box. Breathe in to hold, breathe out. 10 seconds, nice and strong. Breathing in, coming back. Bring your knees forwards, bring your arms closer to your body and stretch. Wiggle out those hands if you need. From here, we're going to lie on our sides. Coming into a really nice arm opening, just to have a moment just to pause. So get your bigger blocks again. We need to support our head and neck. So one arm on top of the other, just rocking the pelvis forwards and back. Breathing in, engage your center. As you breathe out, just opening up. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out. Breathing in. Maybe circling the arm down and round. And remembering that Pilates is also about these moments of stillness, these moments of stretching. Enjoying how it feels through the arms as you open up. And then one more. From here, we're going to think about coming into our little clam exercise for today. So just keep your head like that, or if you prefer, I like lying like this, it's more comfortable for me. But just make sure that you're nice and centered through the pelvis. So just make sure that when you do this, you're going to feel the activation through that bottom muscle. We're going to breathe in and engage, and as you breathe out, we're going to float up. Watch the variation today. So we're going to breathe in to engage. We're going to breathe out. We're going to open. And we're going to lengthen. And then we're going to circle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to see how still you can be. We're going to close. We're going to breathe out. Just keep breathing in and out as we do backward circles. 3, 2, 1. Going to come back. Breathing in to engage. Breathing out. And then circles. 3, 2, 1. And see, it's all about control. 2 more sets. We're going to open, going to lengthen. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Last set. Remember to rest at any point that you need. There shouldn't be any pain. You should feel like a gentle fatigue, kind of kicking around these muscles. And then relax. Have a rest. At the bottom, a bit of a pat. We're going to do another sequence. We're going to breathe in to engage. We're going to breathe out. We're going to lengthen. We're going to just keep our leg there. We're going to kind of bring it forward. But can you see that there's still, now that there's a space between my ankles, so I'm not closing back down. I'm just lengthening away and then I'm coming back. So we're going to do 5 more. Keep really still. If you want, you can bring this arm up. 4. Keep going. So we're doing kind of like 10 lengthenings, then we can close. Then we're going to go again. So we're going to breathe in to engage, breathe out to open and lengthen. We're going to breathe in as we come back. We're going to breathe out. So it's 9, 8. If you need to rest between reps, please do. This feels too much. Please just kind of close the leg between reps. Good. Last one. And close. And last rep. So we're going to breathe in to engage, breathe out, just open up. And just lengthen. Good. So feeling it through the bottom. Keeping that leg in line. Trying to be still. And last one. And down. Perfect. Give that bottom a bit of a pat. Gently change sides. We're going to start with our arm opening, so bring both head blocks over. It's a moment to rest, which is important. One arm on top, find your center. Breathing in to engage the core and just breathing out to open. Breathing in to come back. Breathing out. And breathing in. Allowing the arm to go down and around if you want. Two more. Good. Then the last one. Breathing out. Breathing in. Getting our head nice and comfortable. Moving your pad away. Being aware if this side's a little bit weaker. So going to breathe in to engage, breathe out, float up. Breathe in to hold, breathe out and open. We'll do those 5 circles. Breathing in, just being as still as you can. And we're going to go again and open. Keep that core engaged. And down. Breathing out to open. Just breathing in and out. Just imagine you're drawing little circles with your foot. Trying to be as still as you can. Maybe challenging yourself a bit more with your arm up if you want. Down, we've got 2 more sets. Breathing out. And then just keep breathing, keep being still. And then coming back and closing the last set, breathing in to engage, breathing out. Make sure you're engaging your core with that gentle contraction.
Really small circles, coming back, closing, coming down, having a rest, giving that bottom a bit of a pat. So coming on to that last set for our hip abductor muscles. I'm going to breathe in to engage, breathe out, float up. Breathe in to hold, breathing out and lengthening, breathing in and out and in. So 7, 6, see how still you can be. You're kind of like pushing that foot away. Good. See if you can be still in your backs. Last one, and then down, having a rest. Breathe in to engage, breathe out, float up. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to open. 10. Arm up if you feel you've got control. Keep going, just gently lengthen that leg. Try not to snap the knee. If it's feeling too much, just have a rest. You can build up to this, you can work up to this. Last one, especially if one leg is a little bit weaker than the other, make sure you're not hurting yourself. Breathe in to engage, breathe out. Breathe in to hold, breathe out. Last 10. So be patient with yourself. Keep going. Stillness. Lengthening away. Engage that core. Rest of your body is nice and relaxed. Last one. Perfect. Bottom needs a little bit of a pat and relax. So from here we're going to have a lie down with our head to the other end. This is when you've got to find your head blocks. We're going to come into some dynamic leg movements today. This class has really had an emphasis on that static abdominal control, a little bit more than dynamic. So we're going to finish off with one more abdominal exercise, really focus on a little bit more of dynamic control. So take that moment, get yourself set up, do your pelvic tilts, find your neutral spine, breathe in to engage, breathe out, float one leg up, breathe in to hold, breathe out, come up into double tabletop. Let's start with just single leg lengthenings. Breathe in to engage, breathe out, as if we're touching that light switch away. So just single legs, just stretching the legs out a little bit after our last set of exercises. Breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. And when you feel comfortable, just gently scissoring the legs, but noticing that you're not rocking. So really trying to not rock. So we're lengthening, keeping aware of our center, breathing out and in. Just continuously breathing as your core's engaged. Now, if you feel okay, just watch the variation. You're gently going to come up. We're going to reach for a leg. Reach, we're going to reach, we're going to reach, going to reach, going to reach, reach. Keep breathing. If that feels too much, just come back down, and you can kind of just touch your legs without coming into abdo prep. If you feel okay, keep that core engaged, just keep breathing, abdominal prep. So last 30 seconds, just keep reaching, lengthening with the legs nice and still, seeing if you're not rocking. 10 seconds, keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. 3, 2, 1. Lower down and down, and have a stretch. Great class. So come into lie back down on the mat. Gonna come and do some cat-cow stretches. So just coming up and down. Just stretching out through the spine. Enjoying that movement. Just loosening everything off. A few cat-cow stretches. Just breathing in and out. And once again, coming back to lie down on your back. So now coming into our cool down, coming into some of our stretches. We're going to gently hug our knees to our chest, or just one knee to your chest if you feel comfortable. Focusing on relaxing the upper body. Breathing in and out, and if you want, you can just gently rock side to side. Just breathing in and out, and if you're doing one leg at a time, can you just change legs for me? Softening that neck and the shoulders. Good. Lowering one leg down, take the other leg, hold behind the back of the thigh. Very gently just stretch up towards the ceiling so you feel a gentle stretch down the back of the leg. Relax the upper body, and if you were struggling to hold the leg, you could use a little towel or something just to help hold. The stretch should be gentle. It's not about having a perfectly straight leg. If you have a look at me, I have real average flexibility, and that's perfect. So breathing in and out, stretching gently. If there's any unpleasant sensation in the leg, just soften the stretch a fraction. And then relax. Changing legs, just gently floating up, lengthening. Once again, just noticing if one side is different to the other. And then relax down. Stretching out our glutes, so crossing an ankle over the knee to just stretch out through here. If it's feeling quite tight, just bring that foot further forwards. If it's feeling quite comfortable in a stretch, you can just lift that knee up. Just support the leg wherever you feel comfortable. Again, just breathing in and out. Stretching really gently so it's a comfortable sensation. And then changing legs. Good, just feeling if there's a difference, just encouraging that stretch if you need to be lifting the leg. If that feels too strong, keep the leg down, bring that foot forwards. And then relax. Allow the arms to come out to the side, feet and knees together, head up centered. Take a breath in, and as we breathe out, just gently twist to the side. Again, take a nice breath in, and as you breathe out, just twist to the other side. Perfect. From here, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees, making sure we do this slowly if we think we're going to feel dizzy. So from here, kind of coming up into standing, any way that you need if it's comfortable, but if you're okay, come back onto your heels. Think about gently rolling up, bone by bone, re-stacking, making sure that you feel comfortable dropping your
shoulders down, floating your head up tall. Gonna think about that breath in and breath out. Favorite part of the class as well, breathing in and out. One more, breathing in and out, and then giving any last parts a little stretch. I really hope you enjoyed your practice today. Just know that you can repeat this anytime, you can try a different level, and you can build up your strength. If you've got any questions or need any more support, please get in touch.